So I don't know if you've seen, over the past 2 days, there have been two objects shot down, one over Alaska, just north of Alaska, right off the coast, and one in Canada. Two objects, one roundish, supposedly a Volkswagen size object, and some weird reports like this one from CNN.
On Thursday, the U.S. defense officials sent F-35 fighter jets up to try to figure out what this object was that was flying around near Alaska. Those pilots, we have learned, have given very conflicting accounts of what they actually experienced, with some pilots saying that the object interfered with the plane's sensors, other pilots saying that they didn't really experience that, other pilots saying that when they looked at the object, they could identify no identifiable propulsion system, and they did not know how it was actually staying in the air, cruising at that altitude of about 40,000 feet. So this has all added to the Pentagon's wariness of describing in more detail what this object actually is until...
Wait, what? Are we like, is this like for real? Is this the real UFO shit? Like, okay, so let's be devil's advocates here. The first pilots, they went up to it. Their stuff starts going weird and wacky. That's everybody knows. That's standard UFO stuff. All right. And then, the other pilots, they go and nothing was wrong. And then we shot it down. So, it could be a balloon. They shot it down just north of Alaska, right off the coast. And the question is, okay, so the military was like there right away. They shot it down because they knew it was iced over and that it would land on the ice. So again, devil's advocate. If we've got crack top military personnel, they're out there right away within a short period. They see it right away. They find it, identify it right away. It's sitting on top of the ice. Now, if it's a balloon, like a weather balloon, don't you think that would be reported like immediately, because it's like so much national attention, like, right? They would go like, yeah, guys got out there, they found out it was a weather balloon, just kind of, that's what it was. Saturday night, here we are. U.S. jet shoots down object flying over Canada. What? What is going on? U.S. fighter jet shoots down unidentified cylindrical object over Canada. And of course, Reuters and Associated Press are where most of the media companies get their news, which they're just kind of standard. This is the reporting. Wait a second here. Cylindrical object over Canada. Where have I seen cylindrical objects before? Oh yeah, in like all these UFO reports all the time. So, okay, here's the deal. There's obviously, after the Chinese spy balloon, we're a little on edge. So let's just say they're monitoring things more, which we know they are. NORAD, which monitors North America, our defense system, just like upgraded their systems like a year ago. So thoughts are, this is a weather balloon and a cylindrical object that got shot down over Canada, and they're just, totally scientific things that we, some poor scientist in Yugoslavia just had his like weather balloon shot down. Or maybe it's all those like UFO drone things that are all over the place, By UFO, I'm not saying like extraterrestrial, but I mean, or third thing, maybe they are weather balloons, or maybe they don't even exist, and this is all just a conspiracy to get us into believing about, UFOs. So, weird times. Oh, and one last thing. So the Chinese spy balloon thing was a really big deal for people. We had like congressional, hearings with like triangle-shaped UFOs hovering over, our military ships off the coast of San Diego last year. I believe that was last year. Where has that gone? Chinese spy balloons, right, but apparently drone technology, and that just gets dropped. The news doesn't even go like, well, what about that again? My quick take on that is they're not Chinese drones. That was a good excuse last year. Now this year it looks silly because really, I mean, what's the likelihood that China's operating amazing drones? So here's where that gets convoluted. There's all this talk now that all these military experts, all these generals and so forth, who are all these pundits on all the news networks right now, from Fox to CNN to everything, to absolutely everything, are all going, well, this is really good now that the Chinese balloon has been downed, because we're seeing what they're working with, and we're realizing like they're kind of working off 1970s technology. Like, yes, these do give you some more insights, but it shows that maybe their spy satellites aren't as good as we thought they were. And we've learned a lot about that with Russia and their military this past year, because both worlds deal with a lot of corruption. Not saying ours doesn't. We just spend a lot more money, and it is more focused, and there is a lot more oversight in our country on defense projects. So the idea that these battleships with this night vision footage, those were Chinese drones off the coast of San Diego. Now, drones, what are these, like nuclear drones? They obviously didn't fly all the way, where are the Chinese ships then that they'd be launching off of? You see how that whole thing doesn't make any sense? Now, it further doesn't make sense now that they talk about how the balloon that they flew over our country, it's gathering information, but a lot of that they could have gotten off of, a number of different sources. And again, the way political pundits have been talking about it is, and people who worked in the defense industry, more importantly, people who worked in the CIA and Pentagon, what they keep saying is that that just shows how far, back China actually is in their technology. And we know also that China buys a lot of their military technology from Russia. They're not as advanced as us militarily. It's just the facts. They just are not. And so we are supposed to believe that their drones, they have drones that are pyramid shaped flying over our military ships off the coast of San Diego. I mean, it's possible, but why the hell aren't we talking about that more as well? We talk about a balloon, essentially a glorified, weather spy balloon. And, here you have like advanced triangle technology hovering over battleships. Wait a second here. Come on, New York Times, like Washington Post, Fox News, Newsmax. Come on. This is TMZ. There's so much, like, come on. Why is that not a huge story right now? Should be, right? I mean, anyway, I just know that people haven't paid attention to things in the sky for a long time. And maybe it's a good thing everybody is, So if you like this video and you know what point this is in a video, this is where I go, hey, give me some social media love. If you liked it, follow, do the heart, whatever and if you don't, completely understand, but wanted to offer. So, thanks.